Hello everybody. In the last video, we discussed the algorithm, flowchart and pseudocode. In this video, we will discuss structure of a C program. And after that, we will see one simple C program, our first C program. So we start with the structure of C program. So this is the structure of this C program. So what it contains: a documentation section, preprocessor directives, global declarations, main, other functions. So see, at this time, it may be difficult for you to understand by seeing this structure. It may be difficult because you don't know how to write a simple C program. But after writing some programs, it is not so much difficult. But one more thing is, all these are not compulsory. So these are some sections or some parts in your program, but all these are not compulsory. For example, this first one is documentation section, which is an optional. So it is not compulsory. Similarly, this global declaration is also not compulsory. It is also an optional section. And other functions are also optional things. So because we are in the initial stage, so just ignore these optional things and we will concentrate on compulsory things. So after removing all these optional, what are compulsory? The preprocessor directive and this main is called a function. Okay, what is it? A function, F-U-N-C-T-I-O-N. So it is called a function. So there is a concept called function in C, not only main, there are other functions are also you can write. So if you see this one, last one, you can also write other functions. But one function that is compulsory in our program is a main function. So coming to these global declarations, local declarations. So we will discuss these after completion of the variables topic. But now we will try to see how to write your first simple program in a simple way. So this one, preprocessor directive, means it starts with hash symbol. For every C program, you must write one preprocessor directive, that is hash include stdio.h. That means you are including this header file. H indicates header file. STDIO means standard input output. So you need to include standard input output header file to your program. So to print some value or to read some value. So for executing some input output operations in your program, you need to include this header file. So this one is compulsory. And next, main. So main can be written in this way. Of course, if you open a old Turbo C, it may also accept void main, but it is a good practice to write main in this way. What is it? Int space main, open and close parenthesis. This space is also very important. If you ignore space, it gives error. This is not a pseudocode. This is a program code. You must write using the language syntax. After that, some open brace and close brace. And the last statement in your main is return 0. So what is this return 0 means? So int main means after successful execution of program, your main functions return an integer to your operating system. Generally, that is a 0 value. 0 is an integer. So no need to worry about it. For each and every program, you write int main return 0. Okay, this is compulsory for every program. If you open a Turbo C editor, it may also accept void main. If you write void void main, there is no need to write return 0. But generally, if you open an online compiler, if you want to execute your programs through online compiler, you will see this type of int main return 0. So I will show you some programs with execution in online compiler. That's why I used this int main. So this is structure of C program. And see what all these dots. Yes, here you write your code. It can be one statement, 10 statement, 100 or 1000 statements. You write your code here. And these are compulsory things. Hash include stdio.h. You must write in this way. Similarly, int space main, open and close branch. This is used for function. And the last statement is return 0. And here, this is a preprocessor directive hash include stdio.h is. And this is main part. So this is main that is represented in this way. Of course, we will see what are different local declarations, program statements. You may have any number of statements in this. Okay, and coming to documentation section, that is an optional. That means simply you can treat like a comment. That means you put some message at the top of the program. This is a program for addition of two numbers. You will write like that. Similarly, you can write this is a program for finding square root. So that type of documentation can be added at the top of the program. So what is the purpose of the documentation? For example, you may write some program with some 1,000 lines of code. You close that program and later after 1 year you open. You don't know for which you have written code. So if some documentation is there on the top of the program, so you can easily understand, okay, this program is written for this. So the documentation is not compulsory. At the same time, if you want to put documentation, you put anywhere, not only on the top actually. So you put documentation anywhere in the program. So documentation is simply nothing but description, which is used for understanding purpose only. So that is not compulsory. Okay, I will show you while showing the execution of our first C program. I will show you how to write the comments. Okay, and this global declarations and local declarations, we will discuss this concept after discussing a concept called variable. Then you can easily understand those. Now, what is important to write our C program? You write this line, int main return 0, and here you write some statements. So now we will see one simple C program, our first C program. So a C program to display hello world in the screen. So you must get output as hello world. Okay, that is the meaning of displaying hello world in the screen. So first we need to write this line, preprocessor directive. This is called preprocessor directive. So it is hash include stdio.h. This is compulsory line. Later int main, open brace, close brace. And here a statement called printf is used. This printf is a function actually. See, this open and close brace you must write. So for every open brace, there is a close brace. And in between open and close brace, you write code. So I write a code with a printf line. See here, what is this printf? This printf is an output function. The purpose of printf is whatever you put in double quotes, all the text is directed to your monitor, your screen. So this must be used in this notation. This is a syntax. That means you write printf as a single word, all small letters, open parenthesis, close parenthesis, and in between double quotes, you can write any text you want to display on the screen. For our case, we want to display hello world. So hello world. So you can write anything in between these double quotes. And this printf is already in this header file, standard input output header file. So if you just write printf, how it displays your hello world to screen, yes, all that done can be done in the background by printf, and that is added to this header file. You just write this include stdio.h header file, and you can use this ready-made output function. You just write the single line, then what happens? This hello world is directed to the monitor. Okay, so we will try to see this first program. What is the output of this program? Hello world. So I will show you. So you can execute your C programs in a online compiler easily. Okay, so without installing anything. Of course, you can also execute it using Microsoft. If you are using the Microsoft Windows operating system, you can execute using Turbo C or code block softwares like this. Or if you are using Unix, you can execute this by using commands. So every Unix system contains C programming. So you just execute through commands, but I will show you through the online compiler. So just type online compiler in Google. So these are all online compilers. I am using first one, for example, online C compiler. See, when you open, see, this is all the documentation section, as I told you. So I am removing this for simplicity. So see this, already some code is written. See here, the same program, hello world program. So hash include stdio.h, int main, return 0, and printf hello world. So how to see the output here? See, this is your code. There is a run button is there. If you just click it on run button, it shows output below. See here. So what happened? This is the output, hello world. Okay, so as I told you, you can type anything, hello world, and once again I am typing hello world. So I typed hello world 2 times. So just run it. Once again, what you get here output, hello world, hello world. Okay, so this printf is a function which is used to display your text message to monitor. So of course, output screen. So if I remove this header file and run it, what happens? See, it shows error. So errors are shows, warning shows, but even though it is displayed, but it already told you, so please use this stdio.h. So I am adding this include stdio.h. Okay, so without getting any errors, if you want to see the output, just add that header file. Now, as I told you, so there must be a space between int and main. So just remove the space. I written int main as a single word and run it. What happened? See here errors below. In this below part, you will see errors. So you must write as int main. So this is the syntax. So main is the function name and that int is called return type. We will discuss what is return type later. Similarly, if I remove this return 0, once again, what happens? Of course, the default, it can be take as a return 0. That's why there is no error shown, but it is a good practice to add this return 0. For some compilers, if you remove return 0, then it shows an error. Okay. Similarly, in the printf, I am trying to remove this semicolon. See, even this semicolon is also compulsory. See, it shows an error, expected semicolon before return. So you put semicolon. Similarly, I removed this double quotes. See, open double quote is there, but closed double quote is removed. Okay, so double quote open but not closed. So run it. You will see the error here in the below. So missing terminating double quotes. So all this is a syntax. You must write in this way. But in between these double quotes, you can type anything. For example, I am typing your symbol 789. I typed. Yes, it shows whatever you type in these double quotes as it is. Okay, you can write a number or a symbol, whatever it may be, whatever you want, you just type it. So that is directed to the output, but for some symbols which are not supported in C, those are not displayed. Okay, so dollar is not supported. So instead of dollar, I am writing minus close the brace and mod hash like this, like these symbols I use. But for some, for displaying some symbols, you need to use backslash characters. We will see those backslash characters later. So for displaying some symbols, you need to use backslash characters. But other than this, you can type whatever the text you want to display it. Okay. So I am adding any text, you can display it. I used open and close braces. You can do. For some symbols, you need to use backslash characters. In C language, there is a character set. That means what are different symbols and alphabets, digits it supports. So from that character set, whatever you print, all that is printed in your screen. Okay. So whatever I typed here, that is forwarded to this screen. So now this is our first C program. But as I told you, there is a declaration section. So this declaration section is nothing but comments. So how to write comments in C is simply use slash slash. So slash slash and write here first C program. Whatever you want to write, write it. First C program. So this is nothing but comment. First C program. Run it. See, there is no output for this first C program. That is comment. So what is comment means? Simply it is ignored by compiler. What does it mean? Compiler cannot consider it for processing. It is only for comment. Compiler ignores all the comments. So this instruction is not considered by your C compiler. Only for understanding purpose you are writing. So these comments you can write any number of times. So first C program. So similarly, I am writing one more. C is easy, for example. So all these are nothing but documentation section I added above the program. So the output is not changed. But you must use double slash. I removed one slash and run it. See, error shown below. So you must use double slash for your comments. So double slash. If you put double slash, then if you run it, yes, it is executed. So similarly, I want to, for example, write slash space slash. Then also we'll get error. So you want to write a comment, just put slash slash. See, one more thing, you can also add comment here. For example, this is main function. So I added here. Similarly, here also I added printing text. So like this, you can add anywhere. So you need to write double slash and write your comment. So if you write like this, you can easily understand the program. But your compiler ignores this statement, this one. All these statements are ignored by your compiler. And there is another way to write the comment. What is this first one? Single line comment, slash slash. After that, you write your comment. Or if you want to write multi comments, simply use this slash star. And so I want to write anything right here and star slash. So slash star slash. In between, you can write any number of lines. So this is called multi-line comment. See, output is not changed. So output is same. But here, this is a comment section. So this is a single line comment. And this is a multi-line comment. How to write multi-line comment? You start slash star. After that, you write your comments in any number of lines. And at last, you need to write star slash. You can also put the star slash here, not a problem. So this is the beginning of the comment, end of the comment. So there is no error. But here, this syntax is important. For example, I removed the star. Execute it. It shows error. See here. So that is important notation. You need to remember that notation. So slash star slash, opening and close. Okay. So this is the way to use your comments. There are two types of comments. This is a single line comment and this above one is multi-line comment. This is only for understanding. For example, I write here, this is main function. This is printing text like this. This is only for understanding purpose. And there is no importance given by the compiler to these comments. Okay. So this is our first C program we completed. So now we will try to see some more programs. For example, C program to display your name. So how to write this program? In the place of printf, in the place of hello world, you just write your name, but I write CP, C programming, CP shortcut. So instead of name, I want to print CP. So what is the output? It prints CP. So as I told you already, so in place of all this, you can write anything. So if you write CP, just run it. What happened? It displays CP. Okay. Next, we'll see some more simple programs. So write a program, C program, to display your name 5 times. So I want to display name 5 times. How to write it? Just the same. Hash include stdio.h, main printf CP, printf CP, printf CP, printf CP, and printf CP. But you observe one thing. After CP, I leave one space. So what is the purpose of that space? If you use space, then there is a space between your name. Otherwise, all your 5 names comes in a single line. I will try to show you the execution, then you can easily understand. For example, I want to display CP 5 times. I write CP, CP. So I can write in different printf statements. So printf CP first time, for example, second time, third, fourth, fifth. Okay. So I'm removing this above part to show you the full code. So if you run it, what happens? See, See, CP, there is no space. So you just give a space. So whatever in double quotes it prints. So if you give spaces, there is no need to give space for the last one. Now the output is shown with spaces. That means the first printf prints CP and space. So this space is also one character in C, as I told you. So space is also one character. So if you want to get space, you need to enter some character. Space bar is there. So that is also considered one character. After that, CP is printed again space. CP is printed again space. Okay. So this is the one way of writing this program. That means print your name 5 times. You can also write in a single line. See here how to write it. Observe carefully. Printf double quotes C CP space CP space CP space CP space CP. You can also write like this in a single line. You can write it in 5 lines or you can write it in a single line. So simply I used spaces, CP space, CP space. So both give same output. You observe, you can write in any style. So this is one way, or you can also write like this. So with spaces between the CP, both gives same output. But I want the output in this way. That means the name must be displayed in new line. So first name displayed, and second time the name displayed in next line, and later next line, next line, next line. So you need to get a new line here. That means printing with new line we needed. So for that, simply we use /n. So in C programming, /n is used to get the output on new line. So where to use this /n? Like this. So printf CP. So first it prints CP. After that /n, that means control moves to next line. And on the next line, you print CP. Once again, /n, CP, /n, CP, like this. So if you execute this, you will get output with 5 lines. You can also write 5 statements. See, writing 5 statements or single statement is same. If you want to write it as a 5 statements, see printf CP, you need to give /n here. /n must be given in the double quotes only, not after double quotes. In the double quotes only you can give, because /n is also nothing but similar to space. It is also new line. Within the double quotes, if there is a /n, in that place the control moves to next line. So here CP printed after that /n. That means go to next line and print CP, go to next line, print CP, go to next line, like this. Okay. So I will show you this part also, execution. So just I am adding. So for first line, there is no need to get /n here. So CP is printed on the first line. So later I added /n. Similarly, /n, /n, /n. So if you run it, see what you get. See here the output 5 times CP. So CP, CP, CP 5 times. For example, if I removed /n here, but I put space, what happened? See here, last two printed in a single line, CP space CP. So whenever there is /n, there it moves to the next line. Okay. So, but it must be within the double quotes only, not after double quotes, because it is also a text. Text means text in the sense you may type any text. That can be a space you can type, or you can /n. It takes next line. If you type space, one space is there. If you write plus symbol, it shows plus symbol, like that. Whatever you want to type in printf, you must put all in this double quotes only. But whenever there is a /n, then what happens? The control moves to next line and displays your output. Okay. So now we discussed about printf. What is printf? It is an output function in C. So whatever you type in printf, that is displayed onto your screen, output screen. But actually it is used in 2 different ways. One we already discussed. What is that? Use it to print text message. So type in double quotes. Whatever you type, that is forwarded to output screen. And there is another usage of printf is also there. But at this time, I am not going to discuss that second usage. After discussion of some more concepts like variables, I will discuss this second purpose of the printf. Okay. So with this, we will conclude this session. And in the next video, we will discuss about variables. Thank you.